World Series by Renault treads brand new ground as it heads to Moscow Raceway in Russia for a very special race weekend. In this show, we bring you highlights of the best of the action. We go on board with ex-F1 driver Roberto Moreno to discover this new track. While lots of young Russian drivers coming up through the ranks, we profile Daniil Kvyat. Ex-2-litre champion and current 3.5-litre driver Robin Freins gets a chance to sample F1 power in Russia. And we take you behind the scenes to show you what was going on away from the track in Moscow. So it's a groundbreaking weekend. Welcome to Moscow, indeed. Moscow Raceway, the first FIA standard international venue in Russia, with 85,000 fans flocking in.
Hello, I'm Roberto Moreno from Moscow Raceway. Let's go and have a lap with me in the race car. In the wet in this car, it's really enjoyable to drive. We're in the front straight. First corner, I'm a little slow here. I'm in second gear. You can probably go in third in the wet, but for safety, you're going in second. Keeping second for third and fourth corner. A little bit oversteer here on the exit, but then there's a blind down the hill. Very slippery here, and then you got to be very careful for this corner in second gear. It's like you're coming back. Traction is a problem here on the exit. And then this corner, it's the beginning of the back straight. So you've got to be very quick out of there. In the dry, you go flat, but in the wet, you got to be very, very careful. Here, my car slid a lot there. Another hard braking for this sharp right in second gear. Another difficult corner here with traction. Over more or less most of the corners in second gear because I was trying to be very safe. As you saw there, a little bit oversteer on the exit. Here, understeer in and then oversteer out on the way. This corner, you don't see the entrance because it's a very, very tight corner. We've got a couple more corners here. It's like an S before the main straight. Also, this right-hander here before the main straight, you have to be very careful to get the maximum speed as possible. I went a little wide there to try to get more traction. And then we have this main straight. As you can see there, I'm taking it very easy at this time. And trying to learn from the other drivers and not getting on their way. And there's a hard braking here in second gear again. And this was a lap with Roberto Moreno.
Brazil's Roberto Moreno raced in 42 Formula One Grand Prix. He also successfully raced in Champ cars in the States. He also drove in Super Touring and GT cars in Brazil. And the experienced veteran is nowadays a driver coach, but also looking forward to trying his hands at the Euro Cup Megans in Moscow.
I've been wanting to get behind the wheel of a car for a while. Coming to all the races, seeing this great car, I asked my friends at Renault, and if there was ever an opportunity, I would like to take a chance. Although it's been 3 years since I drove competitively a car, the power of the Renault engine is fantastic and very well balanced with the grip from the Michelin tires. So it's a great category of a saloon. It's the best saloon car I ever driven. I'm very pleased with that team, and it's just a matter of doing some more laps and getting used to it.
Poleman Stoffel van Dorn in the yellow Kaufmann car, overtaken by second place Russian Daniil Kvyat from the grid at the start of the first 2-litre Formula Renault Euro Cup race. Kvyat, of course, racing on home soil in an international race for the first time. Further back, Alexander Albon and Yu Kanemaru make contact. Safety car is scrambled, and the pack led by Danny Kvyat. He jumps away once more at the restart, with Stoffel van Dorn tracking his every move. Another of the Kyronen brothers team, Patrick Kujala, spins out and loses the engine. Stoffel van Dorn tries to take the lead around the outside of the last corner. Kvyat hanging on and has the inside line in turn one, defends his lead successfully. Another Russian, Konstantin Tereshchenko, trying a little too hard. He loops it around. Kvyat becomes the first Russian driver to win on home soil on an FIA homologated track. Reason indeed to be thrilled, and the Kyronen brothers very happy indeed. Stoffel van Dorn, Ollie Rowland completing the podium.
It was fantastic, honestly. I feel very good. It's amazing feeling to win here, my home race. First ever home race for me in the Formulas. And I feel really, really proud for my team, for me and for the people who came here, and everybody was supporting me. I did maximum today.
History in the making, a Russian taking the top step for the first time in his career at Moscow Raceway.
Добро пожаловать на Moscow Raceway. Welcome to Moscow Raceway.
17-year-old Russian Danny Kvyat, the first man to have won on the Moscow Raceway. Undoubtedly, it'll become a favourite track for him.
Well, I have to say that it's a very important step for the Russian motorsport, first of all, because I think it's the first ever track like this here in history, so this is definitely a very important step.
Racing here for the first time is a thrill, but it has to be taken like every other race.
Well, you know, when I'm on the track, it's just another track where I have to be very fast and try to find the best line for me, and I try to don't think too much about where I am and just focus on driving fast, and that's it. Well, it's quite nice track. I think a lot of change directions here, and nice. Definitely, it's not maybe like Spa-Francorchamps. Maybe it's not as amazing, but it's a European class track. It's something that it's already not. It's at the level of most of the European tracks.
And of course, it's always good to be able to speak the language, know what the food is, and have plenty of fans on hand.
Yeah, definitely a few friends will be coming, and my parents, and yeah, that will be quite emotional from that side, and of course, it's a very emotional race for me, yeah, definitely.
For Russia, the opening of this new world-class circuit will have a big effect.
Oh, well, there were a lot of, they were writing a lot about it, I guess, lately, so I think everyone knows about the circuit already, and everywhere I've been to the center of the Moscow, everywhere there is commercials about it, and on the radio stations, so I guess it was very good commercial for this circuit.
And Russian F1 hero Vitaly Petrov also stopped by for the weekend to see how things were going.
It's a very good sign that finally we got, at the end, we got our Russian Formula 1 driver, you know, and I think it would be very important to have some proper tracks like this here in Russia, and as I said before, it's a very important step now, because now all the French people, all the Italian people and Spanish ones, they have their home race, and we are like foreign to them, but now finally also Russians got their home race, and I'm very happy with that.
Start of the second 2-litre Euro Cup race was a repeat of the first. Poleman Stoffel van Dorn unable to stop Danny Kvyat, nicking the lead from the inside of the front row of the grid. Ollie Rowland dropping into third place. And as in the first race, the slippery track conditions took their toll here. Esteban Ocon sliding out and taking Ed Jones with him. The track continued to claim victims. Roman Mavlanov heading for the gravel there. Halfway through the race, it's become an off-road event for almost everybody, including the lead pair, Kvyat and Van Doorn. Willem Vermont here, seeming to spend more time trying to find the track than actually racing on it. Mathieu Vaxier heading for the grass. Nicky Vekstrom lawn mowing there as well. Despite the carnage in the pack, the two leaders remaining on target. And while Stoffel Van Doorn doesn't ever quite let go of the chance to try and win it, out front in the Red Bull car, Danny Kvyat keeps him at bay. Takes the checkered flag for the second time in the weekend, a double winning weekend on home soil in Russia. The Karainen brothers scoring double victory. Stoffel Van Doorn, Ollie Rowland again completing the podium.
I don't know really what to say. I probably never forget this weekend because just a double win and Kaufman Racing was really fast here, but we managed to be better. Just a fantastic start once again, and well, I'm very happy thanks to my team and everybody who supports me. Now leading championship again. Yeah, looking forward to the next races.
2 races and 2 wins for the young Russian hopeful Daniel Kvyat. Vitaly Petrov presenting the trophies. Stoffel Van Doorn, Ollie Rowland, 2nd and 3rd in the races. And Kvyat back on top of the points by 1. Dutchman Robin Freins taking the lead from pole position in the first race of the Formula Renault 3.5 Series in Moscow. Marco Sorensen from the outside front row going with him ahead of Jules Bianchi and Arthur Pic. Freins building an immediate lead. Little moment on the slippery surface, the brand new racetrack still finishing construction as World Series arrived. Further back, Kevin Corjus attacking hard and getting by Antonio Felix da Costa. And this was the challenge for the lead. Sorensen had reeled in Freins, trying to go around the outside, just couldn't cope, and through the smoke there went the man who took 2nd place. Carlos Huerta spinning out towards the end. Jules Bianchi somehow missing the spinning car of Sorensen. Clattering action further back. Anton Noblitsky taking out 3 other cars as he brought out the safety car. And when they were released, Robin Freins taking the checker from Jules Bianchi and Sam Bird. Watch in the background. Little misjudgment there by Lucas Foresti, taking out Alexander Rossi and Kevin Magnussen. Freins, the first 3.5 Series winner in Moscow, ahead of Jules Bianchi and Sam Bird.
It was a really tough race. We had the same pace, the top 4 drivers, and I had a big fight with Sorensen. But anyway, it was 2 safety cars because I had a good gap afterwards, Bianchi like 3.5 seconds or so. And the pressure was back on. I thought I had a free gap to take it easy, but I didn't have one moment to take it easy in the race, so it was a tough one.
Well, it was quite a weekend for Robin Freins as the 2012 championship leader after the last round at the Nürburgring. Not only did he win race 1, but in between that and race 2, he was handed an incredible opportunity to drive a Red Bull Renault Formula 1 car at Moscow Raceway.
Happy like a little child, really. Yeah, it's everybody's dream, and to drive this Red Bull car which won races, and well, it's just a dream for me.
And what's the most obvious difference between this and his race car?
Well, it's just a steering wheel, and it's a whole computer what you need to know. I'm not gonna push all the buttons. I'm just gonna use the clutch, the gears, and that's really it.
So looking forward to having a run out in Russia.
It's the first time at the circuit, and well, being the first time at the circuit with a Formula 1 car is amazing.
And so heading out with advice from Daniel Ricciardo, World Series by Renault graduate who races for Toro Rosso in Formula 1. Ricciardo well remembers his first time in an F1 car.
It's awesome. I mean, the first time you go to full throttle and just keep going up the gears. I mean, there's 7 gears to get through, and it just keeps pulling back. And So the power definitely takes your breath away the first few times, and then you know, you feel how much downforce the car has, and the quicker you go through the corner, generally the better the car feels. So you just want to go quicker and quicker. The clutch is similar to World Series, so just pull away and go up through the gears and just build up and get up to speed. But I don't think he'll be expected to do any burnouts or anything fancy. So you know, easy low pressure, and just let him enjoy it. It's probably been the best hour of his life. I think he's definitely excited, and you know, obviously you're always a bit nervous, but I think definitely more excited than nervous.
Well, it's so much different compared to the World Series car. It has so much more grip. The acceleration and de-acceleration, it's quite a big step, bigger than I expected. So it's really awesome to drive it. And I took it easy because I need my energy for the race, for the World Series race, which is more important for me at this moment. But if I think if I did a proper run, like 10 to 15 laps, my deck will be gone by then, I think.
Well, time to get back into his Formula Renault 3.5 car for race 2 then.
It's a big step backwards now. Have to get used to that.
Frenchman Jules Bianchi starting on the left-hand side of the picture. The pole man in race 2, Marco Sorensen again starting the outside front row of the grid. Bianchi trying to defend against Charles Pic. Sorensen on the inside in the middle of the two French drivers. And Bianchi getting tangled up around the front of the Danes car. Pic through into the lead with Freins following as Bianchi tried to recover lost ground. Bianchi then gets clattered into by Antonio Felix da Costa, ends up facing the wrong way as others take avoiding action. Trouble for Sorensen. He gets tangled up with Alexander Rossi and his own teammate Cesar Ramos. All three are out. Safety cars out for a while the cars are cleared away. Arthur Pic takes the lead. Jan Koerner trying to make a move on the first turn. Goes off into the gravel. In the end, Pic builds up a comfortable lead through the pit stops to claim victory from the surprise podium finishers. Walter Grubmuller in second, Kevin Corjus, who went from 5th to 3rd on the final lap.
Yeah, what a race. There is a big crash on the second corner. I can go on the left and be first after the first lap. There's a long sequence of safety car, and the car was really good. I can make the gap just after the safety car. The pit stop was also very fast, and yeah, the car was amazing. So it was it's my first win after 2 pole position in Motorland, so I'm very happy.
Arthur Pic claiming his first win in Formula Renault 3.5. Robin Freins back on top of the championship standings. Spain's Albert Costa starting on pole for race 1 of the McGann Trophy. Leading the pack through the first corners, followed by teammate Kevin Giardone. Oregon team looking very strong again. Meanwhile, Stefano Camini in the red and white car, dicing with the Oregon teammates out front. Further back, though, problems in the pack. Roberto Moreno spins and brings out the safety car. Slippery conditions on track. Scotthorst and Albert Costa managed to hang on. Jean-Charles Mignac and Nicolo Nalio tangle. And both of them managed to somehow stay on track. Scotthorst and Albert Costa going off there. Mignac and Nalio dicing, whereas the number 10 car of Stefano Camini also piling on the pressure. Oregon teammates skating around and just about avoiding each other. For the moment, at least. But in the end, it's Fabian Thüner, the Swiss, who started 4th from last, takes victory. A surprise turnaround in Moscow. Stefano Camini in 2nd, Nicolo Nalio taking 3rd place.
It was quite good. I did a very good strategy. The team was ready to pit stop very early because of the incident Moreno had. And it was the good tragedy. It paid, at least. And I had a very good pace. Not like in qualifications, but we resolved the problem we had, and I'm quite happy, and the team did an incredible job.
So the Oregon team had 2 drivers on the podium, with Nicolo Nalio and Stefano Camini there too. Moscow Raceway marking a first for World Series by Renault, racing in Russia, and a first for Russia with international racing on Russian soil for the first time. Patrice Ratti, the MD of Renault Sport Technology, saying for Renault this is an extremely important event. Russia is now our 3rd biggest global market. Strong growth here. Russia has lacked a true motorsport event, and I believe for the first time we're creating one here with World Series by Renault. For us it's a big challenge, and I'm very glad today that we have seen that challenge made a reality. Well, for many this has been a very personal journey and a chance to do something special for the first time ever.
Very proud and very excited to open such a track, such unique international level circuit in Russia, first one, located in the center, in the heart of Russia, in Moscow region. The project on itself took us long. Active construction stage took 2 years and a lot of effort from everybody's side.
Well, it's a superb compromise between the sporting, the technical side, and a great place for the fans as well. So that's a big bonus. It looks like it's been well put together. I'm thrilled to see so many local fans experiencing international motorsport for the first time.
Yes, it's like a dream to host World Series of Renault here, to host such stars of motorsport, to see everything operating. It's a dream.
Patrice Ratti saying we're so proud to be able to create this event with Moscow Raceway. It's a superb circuit. They've got so much enthusiasm, hard work has gone into this, and it's been a true team effort with the Renault team and the team from Moscow Raceway.
I feel a little bit like nervous, or a little bit excited, because I think when I was kid I wanted to drive Formula 1 in my own country, and finally I can do that. So now you can see in tribune it's a lot of fans and they're all waiting. So I try to show them the best what I can, try to burn as many tires as I can, and so I hope they will enjoy the show.
Albert Costa again on pole for race 2 of the Megane Euro Cup trophy. Kevin Giardoni in 2nd place. Stefano Camini again on row 2, but this time drifting out wide in the first turn. Well, here he battles with the blue and white car of Tom Coronel, making another appearance in the Euro Cup, battling for 3rd place. Coronel's teammate Bas Scotthorst also gets involved. Scotthorst, though, is penalised for unsafe release after the pit stop, almost collecting Camini in the pits. The two continue to battle on the track until Camini is forced to retire with mechanical problems. Costa stayed out front from start to finish to claim his 2nd race victory in Moscow. Camini was out and not pleased. Costa, though, winning race 2. delighted to do so. Albert Costa from Nicolo Nalio with TDS's Tom Coronel taking his first ever Megane Trophy podium spot.
I don't want to speak about yesterday, but we just had problems and we take the solution today, taking the victory, but with the hand here in the table, so it's quite good. And we start today the half of the season, so we're gonna show where we are and how we can manage the races.
Ex-Formula Renault 2-litre and 3.5 driver Costa finished 19 seconds ahead of Nicolo Nalio. But Scott also remains at the top of the points table despite a disappointing weekend. Costa, however, now feels he has a chance for the title. So that was it from a world-first Moscow Raceway, hosting international level motorsport in Russia for the first time. And of course, Russia have their own Grand Prix coming around the Olympic venue at Sochi in 2014. It seems another international motor racing market is growing. But next time out, World Series by Renault heads to more familiar territory. At the end of August, post-Olympics, it's time to head to the home of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone.